Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I got a new one of those. Hold on. Yay. Wait, tell you something. Look, hold on. I'm going to tell you. But I got to do all this other stuff because there's other stuff needs to be done. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. welcome. My microphone is working. I'm so happy because I didn't know if it was going to work or not because I was touching things. And, when I touch things, things happen. It's really weird how, like, touching things makes things happen. I should just not touch things, but it works. Yay. Um, Also, on the foxhole. Uh, Here in a couple days, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go live on the foxhole for a little while, so I don't know. I really hope that you come to my YouTube, so we can continue the story, until I'm able to go live again on foxhole. And I'm going to make that announcement. I don't exactly remember when my foxhole thing ends. I don't know. It might be tomorrow. I should have thought about these things earlier, but I forgot. But then I remembered just now, so it's okay. It's handled. Uh-huh. So, other than that, welcome to the party bin. It's the most fantastic place in the universe. It is also the most expensive church this side of the universe. Yeah, I said all that backwards, but that's okay because at least I fucking said it. So, anyway, what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book called God Said, because he did not fucking say that. So, we are here to find out what he did say. But, well, normally that would be what we would be doing normally. But this is not a normal situation. So, what we are doing is we are reading everything he did not say. We're reading everything God did not say. And why are we doing that? So we know for sure he didn't say it. That's why. Oh, and also, I love punishing myself for other people's pleasure. I think that calls me that's called masochism. But in return, I am also hurting your ears with things God did not say. So that would make you sadomasochistic. Ha ha! Joke's on you. Anyway, anyway, we are reading the Ethiopian Bible. It's not even a fucking Bible. Let me quit calling it that. It's the Ethiopian Journal. This book is complete nonsense. So far, just the book of Jubilees, as of right now, is completely full of shit. And I've only made it through 8 chapters of this nonsense. Yeah, but, but, I guess glad for me it's coming up on some of the best storytelling ever So hopefully it gets those stories right. Because if it doesn't, I'm leaving. If it doesn't, I'm just fucking done. Yeah. But we're not even there yet. And I don't have to even worry about that right now. But if you are cringing on the inside and want even more cringe, come this way. I have everything you need. Oh, wait, that's right. I didn't even tell you who I was, so you have no idea. You're just standing there looking at me. Well, I guess I could start all over. Well, anyway, we read God's unofficial biography here. It's called God Said. Now, we are reading the books that were left out of God Said What. And like I just said, I already know why I believe why, because most all of it is bullshit. And King James is like, no, you're not doing that. All of that is made up. That's not going in this book. That shit's made up for sure. Yep. So, anyway, I am your hostess with the leastest, the saint of awesome, your superstone sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. And now you're fucking wonderful. So, again, if you want cringe and want some more cringe, I can definitely help you with that. So come this way. I have everything you need to have good time. I have cannabis. I have cigarettes. I have coffee. I have a chair with your name on it, cat beds, and canine space. So bring your animals and come this way. Yeah. Am I not even? Am I? Whoa. What's happening? Whoa. Wait a minute. Am I even live on YouTube? What's happening? I bet. Um, I don't know what I bet. I bet nothing. Okay. I am live on YouTube, by the way. Okay. So nobody showed up yet. I bet nobody was here. Let's see. I exit out of my Facebook, my YouTube. Oh, there. Now people's is watching. Okay. I was kind of scared for a minute that I wasn't live on YouTube. So, cool. Great. Anyway, anyway. So bring your animals. Come on. We have a good time. We are on Jubilees, chapter something. Uh, hold on. We are on chapter 8. Oh my God. So we're Jubilees chapter 8. And I really don't want to go any further than this. But really, I don't even want to go this far. But we have to. Again, why do we have to? I have no idea, just because we do. Apparently, no. Because it's completely necessary to know what these people are saying God said. So we can know for sure God did not say that. Because the story that it comes from makes no fucking sense at all. So, We need to know that for sure. So that's what we are going to know for sure. So we are on Jubilee chapter 8. Yeah. And it says, in the 29th Jubilee, in the first week, in the beginning thereof, Arpachshad took to himself a wife, and her name was Resuija, the daughter of Susan. Oh my God. We don't need to know that. Anyway, her name was Resuja, and she bore him a son in the 3rd year in this week. And he called his name Kainam. And the son grew, and his father taught him writing. And he went to seek for himself a place where he might seize for himself a city. And he found a writing which former generations had carved on the rock and read what was thereon. And he said, transcribed it, and sin owing to it, for it contained the teacher. What? What is this even fucking saying? I don't know. Okay. So he found a writing which former generations had carved on the rock, and he read what was there, and he transcribed it, and sinned owing to it. What does that even mean? For it contained the teachings of the watchers in accordance with which they used to observe the omens of the sun and moon and stars and all the signs of heaven. And he wrote it down and said nothing regarding it. How? How? How did they do that when fucking Enoch already did that? What is even happening? Somebody already did this before. And somebody already did this. Yeah. And we read about it a couple chapters back. And I don't remember his name. I've been watching way too much shit. But I think it was Methuselah and Enoch. They wrote everything. And then this guy's saying, well, some angels did it before, and I just found this. This sounds like some John Smith shit. Or Joseph Smith. I found the golden tablets. Yeah. This sounds like that kind of shit. I found the tablets. Yeah. That's what this sounds like. Some Joseph Smith shit. And he wrote it down and said nothing regarding it, for he was afraid to speak to Noah about it, lest he should be angry with him on account of it. And in the 13th Jubilee, in the 2nd week, what? How was he born in the 29th? What is even happening? Where's Miss Muddy? Miss Muddy! What day is it? Is it Wednesday? Oh my God. She fell off the wagon and went to bingo. No, it's Thursday. She should be here. Miss Muddy! I'm going to get her. I'm going to be Miss Muddy. I need you. Yeah. Hold on. I'm about to tell you right now, Miss Muddy. I'm going to find you. It's all good. Wait, I need Miss Muddy. Where are you? All right, wait a second. Voice typing. Hey, when you get a second, will you come in my live stream right now? Pretty please. Okay, there. And you know what? I could have just did that on my phone. Huh. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. So anyway, let's. Okay, so it says in the 29th Jubilee, in the first week, Arpakshad, whatever, took for himself a wife, and her name was Rasuja, and she bore him a son in the third year of the 29th Jubilee. His son grew, and he taught him how to write, okay? So then down here, it says he found all this stuff. And then didn't say nothing to Noah, right? Because Noah would be mad at him. And then in the 13th Jubilee, in the second week, in the first year. So is it going backwards now? What the fuck is happening? Where's Miss Muddy? Miss Mud Duck! Hey, hey, what the fuck is happening, by the way? Do you know what the fuck is happening? Because I have no idea what the fuck is happening. Time is going backwards. We're on Jubilees 8, and time is going backwards. Or this kid got married and found and did some Joseph Smith shit. Like fucking 8 or 9 years before he was born. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Yeah, I have no idea. Did you get your Ethiopian Bible yet? I don't know if I asked you or not. I don't think I asked you. Huh. This whole time I thought you already had one. My bad. I should have asked if you had one. Man, I just assumed you had one. That's totally my bad. It's all good. It's all G-double-O-D good. It's all good. I don't know why I keep singing Bone Thugs and Harmony. Today is the day. Look, we're on Jubilees 8, and I'll just reread it. But did you see on Discord what General Samuel Fields. Well, he wants to be a pig. He wants me to call him General Pig Fun. So, anyway, he made that for me. That was on Discord. It's that cute ass little sheep. I love that thing. And then Severe made one where it was the wolf in the sheep costume, and the wolf pees on the sheep costume. I didn't have the heart to tell him he had it backwards, but I don't know. It's pretty badass. He didn't. I don't have it, but it's a sticker on his channel, so that's cool. But um the one, and oh, and also there's a sheep with a Tommy gun with God's Tommy gun of fury. There's a little sheep dressed like a wolf with God's Tommy gun of fury. Yeah, I want him to also put that one on here. I don't know how he does it, but I have all of them, and I want to see if he'll put them all on here. But anyway, we're on Jubilees 8. Do you want to smoke a cigarette before we read this heart attack on paper? And I am uh I need to tone down sort of all the shit talking I'm doing. Uh but this book makes me so fucking mad though. Like seriously. I can't believe people think this shit is serious. Like there's a lot of people that know it's kind of fake, but they don't they would never give King James credit for keeping this bullshit out of the Bible because clearly it's a fucking lie. But people who hate God and people who always want to talk shit claim, well, King James kept this out of the Bible. Yeah, but did you read it though? Do you know why? Because it's motherfucking bullshit. Just like that book of Jasher. That that book is also, it's kind of like this Jubilees. It's just written. And that one's already been debunked by actual Christians. But again, I have a hard time believing those people as well. But they're not going to really lie about their own book. So I don't know. Although, no, you know that's bullshit because they do lie about their own book, don't they? Yes, they do. Anyway, Miss Muddy, what do you think? I'm gonna shut my fucking face and let you type out everything you think. Because I know it's my channel and it's like my opinions or whatever, but I like to know other people's opinions. And I know everybody's like, it's your channel. Yeah, but don't you have opinion? I don't know. I've been having a hard time. Yeah, keep calm. Keep calm and smoke a cigarette. Yeah, you're right, Miss Muddy. I don't even know why I get so hyped. Why do I even get so hyped? I think God calls it jealous fervor or zeal. But then he also told Moses, who the fuck are you to have zeal over me? You are nobody. And I feel like God would say that to me too. Like, why are you getting all hype over shit? Hi, Chris. I was working when you called earlier. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured that's exactly what you were doing. And then I forgot to call you back. Oh, we came in at the perfect time. Okay. So we're going on to Jubilees 8. I was going to wait another minute and see if my cousin came in, see if anybody else came in. Look, I've been singing that song all fucking day. It's all good. It's all G-double-O-D good. No, it's all good. It's all G-double-O-D good. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I've been singing that shit all fucking day, I swear to God. Well, I don't swear to God because that's bad. Because I probably haven't been singing it all day. But I've been singing it a lot. Yeah. And if you ever, feel like it, it's by Bone Thugs and Harmony and it's called It's All Good. Yeah. It's all good. It's all G-double-O-D good. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know why I just said that. Yeah, Bone Thugs is the shizzle. And again, I don't know where the shiznizzle came from. I'm just feeling all kind of hood today. Just, I don't even know what the fuck is wrong with me. And I came in contact with a guy today who I think Seven would really like because he's smart and all that Bible book stuff. Because he watched the documentary with me earlier on in the foxhole. He watched the documentary with me earlier. It's all good. It's all G-double-O-D good. Okay, Miss Muddy, are you ready for chapter 8? Because how the fuck do they go back in time? It's all G-double-O-D good. Okay, here we go. Chapter 8. Okay. Okay. And the 29th Jubilee, and the first week, and the beginning, uh, Arpakshad took to himself a wife, and her name was Rasuija, and she bore him a son in the third year in this week. So these weeks have to be like decades or something. Yeah, we time traveling. Just wait. Just wait. Because this guy is his own grandpa. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's time to go live. Man. But well actually I'm supposed to be going live at 10 o'clock, but I get so bored at 9:30. It's like I gotta do something. Oh, Razor's here. Hi, Razor. You come on the perfect day. We're fucking time traveling, bro. Look, I want to give you all the love, by the way. Listen, we're time traveling. So grab your coffee and your cat. Let's go. Okay. So, um, she bore him a son in the third year in this week. So maybe this is the first month of the third decade. I don't know. But this time is seriously fucked up. But just wait, it gets worse. Okay. And he called his name Canaan. Ka-I-Naam. I don't know. She called him some shit. And the son grew. And his father taught him writing. And when he went to seek for himself a place that he might seize for himself a city, and he found a writing which former generations had carved on the rock. So he Joseph Smith some shit. Okay? So we Joseph Smith this guy right now is what he's doing, okay? He's like, I got the golden tablet, the words change. And he read what was there. And he transcribed it and sinned owing to it. Okay. Nobody knows what that means. For it contained the teaching of the watchers and ordinance with which they used to observe the omens of the sun, the moon, the stars, and all the signs of heaven. Okay, time out. Somebody already did this. Like 3 chapters back, we read about it. It was Enoch, and there was another one, but I think it was mostly Enoch. He wrote everything, remember? And they made it a point to say that he wrote down everything. But this guy right here, our friendly Joseph Smith, our ancient Joseph Smith, says, no, 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 no. These golden tablets right here, that the words change magically when I look through this thing. It'll tell me everything. And you can write a whole book about it. And then when I get tired of telling you the story, I'm going to say it's over. And then we're going to take over the government on the West Coast a whole lot. But then something called Scientology is going to come in and kind of take over the bottom west and the East Coast a little bit. It's gonna be some shit. Yeah, that's something that happened. Okay. Anyway, I'm done talking shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm shutting the fuck up. I'm doing it. Okay. So anyway, which they in the coordinates in heaven. And he wrote it down and said nothing regarding it, for he was afraid to speak to Noah. I thought you guys have already moved away from Noah. I thought these people already moved away from Noah. Okay. Well, whatever. We're just going to assume they didn't move from Noah. Something happened. and wrote it down and said nothing to Noah, lest he would be angry with him on account of it. Well, yeah, because you just Joseph Smith that shit. That's why it would be like, I don't know, because I literally just made this up. Okay, so get your time traveling pants on. It's time. Okay. Oh, never mind. I can't read. That's a problem that I have in life right now. I can't read because it says 30th, not 13th. But I mean, it looks like it kind of says 13th. But no, it says 30th. So we're not time traveling. Miss Muddy, I apologize. Okay. In the second week in the first year, okay, he took to himself a wife, and her name was Milcah. So she was one of Japheth's descendants. And in the fourth year, she begat a son and called his name Shelah. For he said, I truly have been sent. And in the fourth year, he was born because they just said that. And Sheila grew up and took for himself a wife, and her name was Mu'ak. 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 Mu'ak sounds like something these stupid people would say. Okay, so this one is okay. Anyway, and in the 31st Jubilee, in the 5th week, in the first year thereof, what the fuck is happening? What is this? This is stupid. This is stupid. And she bore him a son in the 5th year, and he called his name Eber. And he took to himself, oh my God, why? Why? Oh my God. Oh, I hate all of life right now. Okay, so Eber had a wife, and her name was Azatrad. Azatrad. Now, in the 32nd Jubilee, in the 7th week, in the 3rd year. What? No one knows. Shut up. And in the 6th year, she bore him a son. And stupid. Oh my God. He called his name Peleg. For in the days when he was born, the children of Noah began to divide the earth among themselves. For this reason, he called his name Peleg. I hate this. Okay. Wait. The children began to divide the earth among themselves. For this reason, he called him Peleg. And they divided it secretly among themselves and told it to Noah. And it came to pass in the beginning of the 33rd Jubilee that they divided the earth into 3 parts. for Shem, Ham, and Japheth, according to the inheritance of each in the first year, in the first week, and when one of us who had been sent was with them. Who is us? These people did not even fucking exist. Why do they do that? See, this is why King James is like, this shit's not going in. No, this is not going in. Because you fucking people didn't even exist. What is happening? And he called his sons, and they drew nigh to him, they and their children, and he divided the earth into lots, which his 3 sons were to take in possession, and they reached with their hands and took the writing out of the bosom of Noah, their father. And there came forth on the writing as Shem's lot, the middle of the earth, which he should take as an inheritance for himself and his sons for the generations of eternity, from the middle of the mountain range of Rapha. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do we gotta do this? Why? 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 Why are we doing this? Why? Do we need to know this? Not exactly. Ah, I want to, man. Why? Why do we gotta know this? No one fucking knows. Anyway, I'm not reading all this. Okay. 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 So they're giving them a bunch of places. Then it says, this is in the bosom of the tongue, which looks towards the south, and his portion extends in a straight line, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, wait a minute. He's, okay. Okay. So it says, oh my God. I forgot there's no verses or anything. I have to fucking read it. I'm reading it fine. Okay. And he called his sons, and they drew near, and their children. And then he gave them this thing, and he divided the earth into lots. Okay. Now they reached forth and took the writings out of the bosom of Noah their father. And there came forth on the writing as Shem's lot, the middle of the earth, which he should take as an inheritance for himself and for his sons, for the generations of eternity, from the middle of the mountain range of Rapha, from the mouth of the water of the river Tina, and his portion goes toward the west through the midst of the river, and it extends till it reaches the water of the abysses, out of which this river goes forth and pours the waters into the sea of Mi'ah. And this river flows to the great sea. And all that is stored this river flows to the great sea. And all that is towards the north is Japheth. And all that's to the south belongs to Shem. And it extends. Oh my God. And it extends in a straight line till it reaches the west of the tongue, which looks towards the south. For this sea has tamed the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and it turns from there to the south, toward the mouth of the great sea, on the seashore of its waters. Okay. And it extends to the west, to Afra, and it extends till it reaches the water of the river Gihon, and to the south of the waters of Gihon, to the banks of the river, and it extends toward the east till it reaches the Garden of Eden, to the south. And from the east to the whole land of Eden, and the whole east, it turns to the east. Oh my God, shut up. And it proceeds till it reaches the east of the mountain named Rapha. Oh my God. It descends the bank of the mouth of the river Tina. This portion came by lot for Shem and his sons, that they should possess it forever. And Noah rejoiced that this portion came forth for Shem and his sons. And he remembered all that he had spoken with his mouth and prophecy. For he had said, oh my God, why? Lord God of Shem. He had said, blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and may the Lord dwell in the dwelling of Shem. And he knew what the Garden of Eve, and he knew that the Garden of Eden is the Holy of Holies, and the dwelling of the Lord, and Mount Sinai, the center of the desert, and Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. Where did Mount Zion come from? They just added this in here. Like it's not important any until after they make Zion the city of David. Zion is not really mentioned any other time. But right here it's mentioned. I don't remember if it was mentioned in the original Genesis or not. I don't think so. And I don't think it was mentioned in the story of Noah either. I think that whole city of Zion thing is one of those look over here things because they're hiding something about Mount Sinai. I don't know that to be true. It's just my conspiracy mind. But I know that if Zion was that important, they would not have let it been changed to the city of David and then forgotten, and then changed to the city of Bethlehem and then forgotten. Like people forget where it is. And then they're like, I'm searching for Zion. Find the city of fucking David. Which might be Bethlehem. I don't exactly remember. Okay. No, the center of the desert and Mount Zion, the navel of the earth. These things, these three were created as holy places facing each other. And he blessed the God of gods who had put the word of the Lord into his mouth. What? Are they talking about God the first? Because Miss Muddy, was this stuff ever mentioned when we were hanging out with God while he was on Pinterest, being passive aggressive to Aaron after the whole he called God a cow thing? Was any of this mentioned? I don't remember. I don't think so, though. God didn't say anything about mountains, as a matter of fact. He just said, didn't he want the highest place or something? I don't remember. Okay. And he, okay. Shem. Okay. So Noah knew the Garden of Eden is the Holy of Holies, the dwelling of the Lord. But it wasn't, though. The Garden of Eden was not. God didn't even hang out there. He made that place for Adam and Eve. He did not hang out there. He was playing video games at his house. That's why he didn't know what the fuck was happening. And then what does it say about the mountain? I thought Sinai, or Zion and Sinai, Sinai and Zion, are they next to each other or in front of one another? Something is happening. So anyway, these things were created as holy places facing each other. When did that happen? And he blessed the God of gods who put the word of the Lord into his mouth, and the Lord forevermore. And he knew that a blessed portion and a blessing had come to Shem and his sons into the generations forever. The whole land of Eden, the whole land of the Red Sea, the whole land of the East and India, and on the Red Sea, the mountains thereof. How is India a place? What is happening? Yeah. How does India have a name if it hasn't even been? What is happening? See what I'm saying? This shit's crazy. I wish other people were here so they could hear how crazy this is and be like, oh my God. Yeah, I don't remember either, Miss Muddy, because none of this happened. Okay. In India, and on the Red Sea and the mountains thereof, and all the land of Bashan, and all the land of Lebanon, and the islands of Kafir, and the mountains of Sinir, Masa, and the mountains of Ashur in the north, and all the land of Elam, Ashur, Babel, and Susan. These places do not exist yet. Babel is not even a place until after the Tower of Babel. And none of these other places exist until the Tower of Babel. And that doesn't happen until they start building, like they're trying to build rocket ships to pierce God's ear or something. Something is going to happen. And God's like, nah, fuck this shit. Yeah. What are they talking about? What? Miss Muddy. I know you don't know everything. And I know that I should not ask you every time. But you have read this book with me. A few other people have also read this book with me a few times, but they are not here. But you read it to me. I do have that right, right? Well, you read it with me, not to me. I read it to you, but you also read it with me. So it, that's right, right? Babel doesn't exist right now because Noah's still alive. These places don't exist right now because Noah is still alive, right? Because Noah was not alive when Babel happened. Noah wasn't alive when any of this shit happened, as a matter of fact, right? He died before all of this. And I can't believe they put a Joseph Smith character in here. Oh, you might not even remember. That's right. But I've read it a bunch of times. It's seared in my memory. But I don't believe Noah was alive at the time of Babel. You know what? This is written like, do you remember the old school uh Bible movies that they used to play on the TV, like at the TBN and whatever? And they had those cheesy Bible movies where they had to fit everything into like an hour and 30 minutes or 130 minutes or whatever. And they had to fit everything in, so they combined parts to make it the full story or whatever. What, the full story? That's how this is written. They're just putting Babel at the same time as Noah so they can get both stories in at the same time, even though it clearly did not happen this way. But for Hollywood, we can make it however we want for Hollywood. This is kind of like a Hollywood script. It starts with some drama, a scathing indictment, And then this is like the court paperwork. You're going through the whole story before you get to court. I don't know that to be true, but this is kind of written like one of those crime stories. I don't know. I'm done because we're almost done with this. Okay. So anyway, land east of India, Lebanon, Bashur, Babel, Susan, Ma'adi, and all the mountains of Iraq, and all the region beyond the sea, which is beyond the mountains of Ashur, toward the north, a blessed and spacious land, and all that is very good. And for Ham, he came forth the second portion beyond the Gaian, toward the south of. This did not happen. None of this happened. If we are to believe the story of Babel, the Tower of Babel, I'm going to bed soon. I'm zoning out. All right. Good night, Miss Money. Love you. I'm gonna be done here in just a second also. But anyway, if Babel happened, this did not happen. And if this happened, Babel is still not a place. No matter what way this happened, Babel is not a place yet. India is not a place yet. None of these things they're naming are named yet. If all of this is real, Babel didn't happen. None of these places happened. If Babel is real, this shit never happened. So no matter which way you put it, this shit never happened. I don't know. I love you, Miss Money. Go give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. Love you. Okay. So anyway, this shit did not happen. These places don't have names yet. This book makes me so mad. Like right now, I'm seething on the inside because the story makes me so mad. Okay. Anyways. And for Ham came forth the second portion beyond the Gaian. Towards the south to the right of the garden, and it extends towards the fourth. And we, oh my God, we do not. Okay. And for Ham came forth the second portion, the Gaian toward the south to the right of the garden, toward the south, and it extends to the mountains of fire It extends toward the west to the sea Etel, and it extends toward the west till it reach the Sea of Meuk. That sea into which everything which is not destroyed descends, and it goes forth toward the north to the limits of Gedor, and it goes toward the coast of the waters. Oh my God. No, no. For Ham is the portion which was to occupy forever for himself and his sons, into their generations forever. And for Japheth came forth the third portion beyond the river Tina, to the north of the overflow of its waters, and it extends northeasterly to the whole region of God, to all the country east, and it extends northernly. Uh, okay. Northernly to the north, and it extends to the mountains of Kut toward the north, and toward uh, the Sea of Meuk, and it goes toward the east of. Oh my God! No, I'm not. Nope. 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 I'm not, because it's not even true. And it turns to the north. This is the land which came forth for Japheth and his sons as a portion of his inheritance, which he should possess for himself and his sons forever. 5 great islands and a great land in the north, but it is cold, and the land of Ham is hot, and the land of Shem is neither hot nor cold, but it is of blended cold and heat. Are you going to bed, Razor? Good night. You go give your pillows some head and your sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. But if you're not going to bed, I'm done reading this because it's done giving me blood pressure. It's done giving me blood pressure. And I just, it's not true. It's not real. It's just shit they made up to fit in a movie. There probably wasn't any such thing as movies. No, there were plays. It's written like they were going to write a play. Yep. They're just missing character lines. You know, that is what it seems like. You know, they were written like they could act it out. Like, and nobody thought in their head, like, nobody thought in their head. Like, if people really read this, they're going to know we're full of shit. Oh, oh, you're playing a game and hanging out with me? That's so romantic. I'm just kidding. Well, it is really romantic, but You're not being romantic, but thank you for hanging on my stream. Oh, maybe, maybe Matt 1776 will come on my stream and say hi, and then I could be like, hi. But I don't know. He just DM'd me though. I DM'd him earlier because, man, I don't know what's going to happen with my stream here tomorrow. I think my streaming thing ends. I don't remember. I don't remember when I bought it because I have main character syndrome. I think everything's going to last forever. But I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that I am going to stream tomorrow in the afternoon some more of that docu-series I was streaming earlier. Uh, but I wanted to ask you, are you streaming that TV show tomorrow? Or are you done streaming at noon? Because I was trying to wait for you to stream and then stream after you stream, you know? Um, so, because I don't want to stream at the same time as you, because I think it's rude. Because I you hang out with me, so I kind of want to stream after you, so I'm not stepping on you. And I hate that you're streaming right now and I'm streaming at the same time. It kind of does make me feel fucked up a little bit. And Severe normally streams at, you know, 9, 9 o'clock. And I hate streaming on his, stepping on him also. But he has more followers than me. Huh. Like, you probably have more followers than me also. But you hang out on my stream. You're always on my mind. What kind of music do you listen to, Razor? And I don't think you ever asked or answered me about your name. Is it like Razor Ramon, the wrestler? Maybe you did answer me and I just don't pay attention. That could have happened, so never mind. You're always on my mind. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know how to do that, but okay. That's so helpful. Okay. I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I was, okay. Okay. When is Friday? Friday's tomorrow, right? Okay. Then I'll do it after after your stream tomorrow. Well, okay, I lied. I'll just start it earlier and end it at about 12:30. That's what I'll do. Yeah, see, we do a good job because we gotta help each other, man. Because nobody else is gonna help us. There's a lot of people that won't even share my streams because they're very special. So I need as much help as I can get. So I'll give all the help. And I wish I was kidding about that not sharing my stream thing. That is real life. Miss Mud Duck is a harbinger of that. She's like, share your stream. No, you'll get trolls. I'm not doing that. And that's literally what she said. I love her for that. Huh. Anyway, anyway, we're going to see what happens on the 1st of February. It's February, right? February's coming up. Yeah. I want to find out what happens on the 1st of February on what's going to happen with my streaming on the foxhole because I'm not exactly sure. Because I have to pay for the streaming service and for the foxhole. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So I don't exactly know how and when that this is going to happen. Because I'm highly confused on everything because I cannot control my bank account or I would have just already bought all of this for like a year. But I'm not allowed to control my own money because I got brain injuries and stuff, and I'm very uh spastic. No, sporadic. Sporadic might be the word. Erratic. I'm very erratic. Yeah, but not for streaming. It's not for streaming. I'll have to post my YouTube videos or record my videos and post them that way. But I don't know if I can. Oh, they do. Oh, oh, they do. Well, I messaged Matt and he just messaged me back because he was super busy doing life stuff. And I was super busy pretending I'm a main character in his life. So I'm going to have to get in touch with him tomorrow because I do have some pills and I'm not exactly sure what those are. Well, no, he told me what they are. They're pennies. And I have 683 of them. And I'm wondering if he could just take them and let me stream. I don't know if he can do that or not. It doesn't cost you to stream on pill. Oh my god. Really? Mm, doesn't cost you to stream. Man. But you use the OBS? See, I deleted the OBS off my computer because I have the restream. But if it doesn't cost me money to stream on Pill, then yeah, that would be really awesome because then I could just buy the restream and not the Pill. Yeah, 5 levels. I'm on the first. Then I must be on the second. I don't know. But I was so happy or not happy. I've been so depressed about what I'm gonna do on the first. How much do you pay? I pay the littlest amount as possible because I have to argue for everything when it comes to my videos. I'm my own lawyer. So I got the cheapest one so I didn't have to argue that hard on why I needed the bigger one. I just but if I don't have to pay for it, it would be way awesome because then I could just pay for the restream and just use that. And I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. Highly confused. And yeah, the first one, whatever the cheapest one is, I think it's $20. But I love it, and I'm so happy that I could even you know help a fellow outcast. Because Matt's probably an outcast also. That's why he has this place. But anyway, you're probably super busy on your game. I'll stop over on your live stream. Do you want to say goodnight? I'll hop over on your live stream. Well, I mean, I'm not going to go on your live stream, but I'll come to your chat. Could you imagine if I invited myself on your live stream? That would be so fucked up. Don't let me do that. Man. Anyway. Ooh. I think that game in there made him mad. What's it called? Helldivers 2. He plays that game. Dustin does. It makes him really mad all the time. He gets so upset. You're always on my mind. Okay, let's see. Okay. You're away from my. Okay. Where are you? What is happening? No one knows. Okay. Razor. Wait, what's happening? Okay. Hold on. Razor, I'm going to go ahead and end this and go over to your chat for a few minutes. Okay? Oh, there's other people watching, it looks like. Hi, other people watching. You could say hi in the chat. And if not, I am getting off here and going over to Razor's. Oh, and don't forget to give me the pills. Need all the pills. Set a raid to you. You have a notice here. Set a raid to Razor. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the pills. I need the pills. Pills, pills, pills. Okay. All right. I'm leaving here and I'm going over to your chat, Razor. I'll be right over there. Everybody else, it's time to give the pillow some head. Put some lipstick on. Get all over your face. Then give your bed linen the best ass ever. Have a postcoital cigarette and hit your bowl. Then have the sweetest dreams ever. Love you so much. Good night. Yay, things are happening. Yay, I'm doing things. Things are happening.